Hello. So today we'll discuss how to determine latitude. So to determine latitude by observing the pole star, and second by observing the midday sun, that is at 12 noon. So before discussing how to determine it, let us discuss few terms. That is, first, zenith. Second, zenith distance. And the third, declination. Declination of sun, or it is called as solar declination. So let's start with zenith. So zenith is what? It is an imaginary point. Imaginary point directly above a particular location. So it is an imaginary point directly above the particular location. For example, we take this location P. So a point directly above this location. So directly overhead. So if we join from the center, they will lie in the same line. So here is our zenith point. So from the center, if we draw a line joining the location, it will pass through the zenith point. This is our zenith point. Now second, we will be discussing zenith distance. So zenith distance is the angular distance, of a celestial object from zenith. So it is the angular distance of any celestial object. For example, this object we are observing, we are at location P and we are observing this object. So whatever, if we join this line, so whatever angle is there between this line and the zenith point, this angle is called as zenith distance. So zenith distance is the angular distance of a celestial object, any celestial object from the zenith. As of now, we have discussed zenith and zenith distance. So now we will be determining the latitude of any particular location, on the Earth's surface by observing the pole star. So for example, you are standing at the North Pole and you are observing the pole star. So it is overhead, it is vertically above us, it will be overhead, and zenith point as well lie on the same line. If we join this line from the pole star to the center of the Earth, this will be the zenith point and the pole star. They will lie in the same line. Now, how to determine the latitude at this point, at this North Pole? So what we'll do, we'll draw one horizontal line, that is the surface. We take the angle with the surface, and whatever angle this comes out to be, this will be our latitude at this location. So it comes out to be 90 degree. Therefore, latitude at the North Pole is 90 degree. Or if you have to calculate the latitude at this point P, so here, as we know the definition of the latitude, if we join this point to the center of the earth, whatever angle is makes with the equator, this is equator. So the angle it subtends on the equator, that is our latitude. So for example, theta is the latitude. So at this point P, this theta will be the latitude. So this theta angle will be the latitude at this point. Now how to determine? So if we are standing here, we are observing the pole star. Since pole star is very far from the earth, so their ray coming from it appears to be parallel. Now at this point we are observing the pole star and it is making some angle with the horizontal. So if we draw the horizontal line, that is the surface of the at that point. So this will be the horizontal line, and this angle will be theta. This angle will give us the latitude at this point. We also call it as altitude angle, because if we are standing here, at what altitude the pole star is making at this location. So this is also altitude angle, and we can see this is the zenith, and this is the zenith angle, or we call it as zenith distance. So this is our zenith distance. Zenith distance and this altitude angle, they are complementary. That means this angle plus this angle equal to 90 degree. If we refer this as E, therefore theta plus E will be 90 degree. That is, this angle is total 90 degree, theta plus E angle, that will be 90. They are complementary. So altitude angle and the zenith distance, they are complementary to each other. Or the latitude at this location and the zenith distance, they are complementary to each other. So how this came out to be theta? So these two lines are parallel, therefore a line is cutting both the parallel lines. So this and this angle, they will be equal angles since they are the corresponding angles. So these two angles are equal, and as we know, the line from the North Pole to South Pole and the equator, they meet at 90 degree. So this angle will be 9. For example, this is zenith angle. This angle will be 90 minus E. Similarly, this angle is 90. So this angle will be 90 minus E, and this angle is the latitude at that particular location. So now we will be discussing declination of the sun. So declination of the sun, if we define it, so its definition is the angle. So declination of the sun is an angle, is an angle between the equator and the line drawn from the center of the earth to the center of the sun, So is the angle between the equator and the line drawn from the center of the earth to the center of the sun. That is, or we can define it as angular distance. Angular distance means the angle. Angular distance of the sun rays, north or south of the equator, north or south of the equator. So the angle the rays make either the north or towards the south of the equator. So we'll be discussing that later. So for example, consider first one. Here the earth is not tilted. The earth is not tilted. As we know, earth axis is tilted by 23.5 degree. So earth axis is not tilted here. So here if we join the center of the earth to the center of the sun, that is, a ray is coming from the earth, it meets at equator at 0 degree. So angle this ray is making with the equator. So whatever angle this ray is subtending at the center of the earth and make whatever angle it makes with the equator, that is 0 degree. So here the declination of the sun will be 0 degree. So declination we refer is by D, it will be 0 degree. But as we know, earth is tilted on its axis by 23.5 degree. So as the rays is coming from the sun, they will be falling on the surface at some angle, and as we join it to the center of the earth, it will be making some angle. It will be making some angle. It is, for example, here it is 23.5 degree. And this declination, this angle, for example, if we take it as theta, this angle keeps on varying throughout the year. So this angle varies from 0 degree, that is at the equinox, or we can discuss. So last time we have discussed the formation of the season. So on the equinoxes, that is on March 21st and the September, the axis is like this. So the rays are directly falling on the equator. Similarly here, the rays are directly falling on the equator. So on March 21st, this will be the case. That is, rays are falling directly on the equator. At this point of the year, the declination angle, it will be 0 degree. So it will be 0 degree. For example, we start from March. So on March 21st, the angle of declination will be 0 degree. Now, as we move towards the June 21st, the declination angle, the sun will be moving from equator towards the Tropic of Cancer. That is, the ray will be getting overhead towards Tropic of Cancer. So the declination will be increasing at it. So on June 21st, the sun will be overhead on Tropic of Cancer. Sun will be overhead on Tropic of Cancer, and here the rays will be making an angle to the equator. The angle subtended to the equator will be 23.5 degree. Now, as we move from June 21st to September 22nd, so what will happen? It will move the axis on 22nd September. The sun will be overhead back on the equator. At this point of the year, the angle subtended will be 0 degree. The declination angle will be 0 degree. The rays will be overhead on the equator. Now, as we move towards December 22nd, that is, the declination angle will increase in south direction. The rays will be making angle with the equatorial plane in south direction. So at this time in southern hemisphere, we consider the declination angle as negative. So 22nd September, it was here on the equator. Now it will be, declination angle will be increasing in negative, that is towards the south. So on 22nd December, the sun will be overhead on Tropic of Capricorn. So here the declination angle will be 23.5 degree, or we say it minus 23.5 degree. In south we consider it as negative number. So the declination angle have varied from maximum 23.5 degree positive and minus 23.5 degree negative.